Welcome to the second video in our Joy Everyday series. And this video is on having a backup plan. Now imagine that you wake up one morning and the sun is shining. It is so beautiful out. You had a great night's sleep. You feel great and you have a great day planned. So you know that everything that is to come in the day ahead is just going to be wonderful and amazing. Well, it's easy to feel happy when that is your day. That's easy to feel happy. But what if you wake up and you know you have to go to work and your boss might be chewing you out because maybe you dropped the ball on something the week before. Maybe you're not feeling good. Maybe you have maybe you're coming down with a sickness, or maybe you have a physical illness that you're having to deal with and it's long term. Maybe there's drama in your relationships, and so you're feeling conflict. Now, if you're feeling conflict, it can be really, really hard to be able to access that joy, right? It's easy when things are good, but man, when those days that are so tough, we know it's going to be hard to feel that joy. And we also know it's an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. Feeling the joy, that is all on us. Now, this is why it's good to have a backup plan. A backup plan is what helps us get from the trouble we're going through back to that space where we're seeking the kingdom of God. We are aligned with that divine indwelling nature of ours. We are aware of sources everywhere present in all things. So our backup plan is kind of the in-between thing to help us get over that first hump. Now imagine that you get a flat tire. If you have a flat tire, chances are you'll pull over and you'll put on one of those itty bitty skinny spare tires. We always see those cars driving around with those skinny tires and we always know, it's like, they blew out a tire. They blew out a tire. We know that. Now that itty bitty skinny tire is not meant for long-term use. It's meant to get you from being broken down on the side of the road to a place where you can get a new tire or get your old one fixed. That's what the backup plan does for us. It helps us when things go awry and gets us to a point where we can access the indwelling spirit. That's what our backup plan is, right? Because that's our ultimate goal, is alignment with the indwelling spirit. Feeling that, yes, I am part of all that. I am, the divinity of source walking around in a body. Okay, so I'm going to share a couple of things that have worked so beautifully for me in my backup plan. The first one I discovered back in 2012. I was actually driving and I was crying. I was sobbing. My life was just in such a wreck at that point. And it occurred to me to access a memory of a sweeter time. And so I accessed a memory at that point. It was about 10, 12 years old. But the memory was of Christmas time or the holiday season, 1999. My son was not quite 2 years old, or almost 3 years old, I mean. And my daughter, it was going to be her first holiday season. And that particular day was just an amazing day. And it was a simple day. But I just felt at peace. My kids were happy. I was happy. I was baking sugar cookies, soft, delicious sugar cookies, a recipe from my friend Sandy. And that was just such a perfect day. So I'm driving and crying. And I access this memory. Now, when we access a good memory, it empowers us. It does empower us. So I accessed this memory and I started feeling better. I stopped crying, started feeling better. And then I asked my angels, amp up this feeling of happiness and gratitude 10 times. And all of a sudden I was even feeling more gratitude, more happiness. So I asked again, amp it up 10 times again. And all of a sudden I found myself crying again. But it was now tears of gratitude and joy. That is how much that memory impacted me when I really went into it. Okay, so there are different things we can do to access a place. Like there are different tools we can use as a backup plan. So you can access that memory, or not, well, not my memory, but you can access a beautiful memory that you have from your own past. And then ask the angels or spirit or source or your guides, whoever, ask them to amp it up in increments. And I challenge you to try that as soon as you're done with this video. There are other things we can use. We can look at old photographs. As long as they bring us joy. We don't want to look at these pictures or go into these memories and think about, oh, times were so good then and things suck now. We don't want to feel that. We just want to get into the happiness and the gratitude. Something else that really worked wonders for me was a few years ago, somebody sent me this video, and it was full of a bunch of dance sequences from different old black and white movies, musicals, my favorite movies, right? From the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. Fred Astaire, Bing Crosby, Ginger Rogers, and so much more. And it was set to a song, Uptown Funk. Now, because I love those old movies, I watched this video dozens of times. And pretty soon I got the song in my head, right? Well, of course I got the song in my head. It's a fun song. But what happened was, back in early 2015, or early 2016, I was helping out with my aunt, and she was very sick. She had a horrible disease, and it had been a really rough day with her. And I was feeling so hopeless and despairing. And I had to go run errands. I had to get her some things she really needed. And I was just like, that's how down I was. Okay, I was so down. But I go into the shoe store, and Uptown Funk comes on their music system. And pretty soon I'm like, do, 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 do. And I was really feeling it. And all of a sudden, like, I'm in a great mood. Even though that whole morning had been so hard. It had been emotionally demanding. It had been physically demanding. But here I am listening to Uptown Funk, and I am so happy. That was just what I needed to get myself back into that space. Okay, I am part of all, right? I am an emanation of source. I am that. That was just what I needed. Okay, remember, you are a soul designed to do this. The only thing holding you back is a belief that there is something that can hold you back. God is bigger than anything in its way, and you are the activity of God right here and right now. So we'll see you in the next video.